question that everybody's asking you, your age. How do you feel, what do you think is the reaction in the whole of the arena when it comes to your age? Because they felt that it was the younger generation coming on board and bringing a new era in. How do you feel about that?
I welcome the opportunity. I'm very, very excited about it. I'm 34. It's not a state secret. I'll be 35 on the 6th of June. And first of all, I think let's contextualize the question. The most important thing is that we live in an era where leadership is about being able to create the right networks and to captain a team that will take the country forward. There was an era where people believe leaders must be all-knowing and all-powerful. And I think it was dangerous because it also created some other challenges if you can see what the heritage of leadership is. Now today, leaders are seen in a different light. That's a start. And I've always led good teams. We've always worked well with people. We've been able to take it forward. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I think the notion of team must never be something that is underestimated. I want to bring a diversity of skills, people who are older, who are younger than me. I also form part of a generation of global leaders who are becoming younger. Tony Leon was only a few years older than me when he took over the DA. I think that's always something that people forget. He was only a few years older. I think if you look at David Cameron as a young leader, if you look at Barack Obama, those are very young leaders. So it's a global era. We live in a developing economy where the mean age of our country is also younger. So I think it gives us an opportunity of being able to connect with a generation. But I think you made an important point. It's not a matter of a new generation coming into the DA. I think that will always be in relation. But I think South African politics are entering into a new generation. I think in general, South Africans have gone through the first 2 decades. We had a generation who helped us transition. Now we have to sit down and say, we want a generation who will take us for the next number of years. I'm energized by that project even much more so. I'm not ageist. I respect people. I think we need to have different ages in a group. But without fail, there's a new delight. If you look at the leadership of political parties, it's becoming younger, it's becoming energized, it's become diverse. And I am excited about the prospect of this nation from the opportunity that says those who are marginalized. I speak for a generation of young people who are marginalized. They are unemployed. They face difficulties. They haven't seen the fruits of freedom. I want to fight for them. So I'm excited about that opportunity. It's the best opportunity I've ever had. Looking forward to it.
Could I say that you should ask that question of Hillary Clinton, who will be turning 68. Nelson Mandela became president of the country at 72. Let me just say the following, that we are entering the age of coalitions, and to negotiate coalitions takes quite a bit of skill, quite a bit of courage, and quite a bit of wisdom. So you don't go into a negotiations with Cyril Ramaphosa not knowing what you're dealing with, and to navigate through what's going to be 5 years of coalition building in South Africa requires more than the average set of skills and abilities and so on. And I believe that I have those skills. Partly that's been honed by I led IDASA in 1994. I struggled against apartheid before that. And at IDASA, I assisted the Constitutional Assembly frame a big part of that constitution. And I've dealt with negotiation politics over a reasonably long period of time in order to know where the pitfalls are, where the dangers are, where the opportunities are, where to be careful, how to be smart about navigating through those. And I think that is the offer that I bring. And age itself is something that doesn't carry any virtue. What does carry a virtue is how you use your history and your skills in order to do the job you need to do. And I believe I can do that job very well.
What's your reaction to the weekend reports of the alleged sex scandal in the DA? Do you think this is efforts to try and destabilize the DA ahead of this weekend's Congress?
Let me say that it's greatly harmed the party. It's greatly harmed both of our campaigns, and that is why Musi and I issued a joint statement condemning it. And so up until now, the campaigns have been about issues, and we are determined to keep it that way. This campaign is about debating issues that are in the interest of the DA and in the interest of the country, and we will focus on those issues.
I mean, let me categorically say, so people have been asking me questions. I think also in the content of the email, there's absolutely no merit or truth to the issue. It's malicious, it's vicious. I think it's for this reason that I think we've always got to be cautious how we campaign and how we focus on what the DA's issues are going to be. And I think it's without fail, I think I condemn the actions of people who do that. And I've said to anybody, look, you can interrogate the issue even more, you can do whatever, but I'm really focused on trying to get this party to get through a campaign and get through until Sunday and the elections, and then subsequent to that I have nothing to hide and nothing, no investigation, whatever the issues. But what we will do is get to the bottom of who put that email out, because without fail we cannot have that practice happening in the party. It's damaging, and if it comes from our own ranks, we must be able to deal with that.